Hey guys, it's Taylor back with more tips on firearm safety with our resident expert, Skip.
Hello.
Today we're going to walk you through cleaning your firearm. Just like your vehicle, your firearm will require maintenance and cleaning. But unlike your car, you can't take your firearm to a gun wash.
Yeah, luckily those don't exist.
Now the major deterrent to firearms are corrosion and fouling from ammunition powder.
That's right. We must be able to clean the barrel and the action of a firearm to reduce corrosion and properly lubricate the firearm so that it functions correctly. We must also be friendly to the environment when using solvents, patches, brushes, and lubricants.
So shortly, we're going to demonstrate how to properly and easily clean the firearms. Always separate your ammunition from your firearm when cleaning.
By that, we mean the ammunition should be placed away from the place where you're cleaning your firearm. And you don't want to take the chance of compromising your ammunition with the solvents and lubricants. The number one reason for this, of course, is safety. So, Taylor, you just said something to me a minute ago. Wow, I can't wait to do this one. I need to know how to clean my gun.
Yeah, I definitely do.
Does it seem intimidating when it comes to you got to clean the gun?
This looks like a lot of parts.
Okay, all right. Well, we're going to make it as simple and easy as pie to clean this. We're going to keep a couple of things in mind. We want to be friendly to the environment because we're getting rid of things that can be corrosive, and we're going to use detergents and or cleaners and oil-based or petroleum-based cleaners. Personally, I like to use one that can do it all. One that can lubricate, it can clean it, it can protect it. It kind of is a one-shot deal. We're going to use 3 of these little tools. We're going to start with a brush, because the brush it's a wire brush. It's the one that can get in all the little grooves and nicks and crevices and can get out the grid that we need to. Then, once we do that, we're gonna kind of mop it out. We're gonna use a little mop swab and mop it out. And then finally, we will attach just a good old, if I can get one out, squirt just a little bit of protectant or lubricant on it, and we'll go through the barrel one time just to make sure it's nice and clean and shiny. So this is how simple it is. We're going to take a striker firearm such as the Glock. Be sure that no ammo. We're clear. I'll fire. I'll take the pressure off. Push my detents down. Slide forward. And I will remove the top slide, take the barrel spring out, and slide the barrel out. Nice and easy, okay? And we can say, oh, it's not bad, but you can look in there and see the grooves. All right, so I like to keep a little water bottle. I could take that water bottle, hold the barrel in the water bottle, and squirt the lubricant in it, and now I'm not spraying all of the lube everywhere. I like to start from the end where the bullet goes in, and I'll push through, come back, push through, turn it a couple times to clean. Once I do that, I will then change and go to my mop. Go through the mop, nice and clean. Take a look, nice and pretty in there.
Much better.
Much better. And then, last but not least, we'll add a little swab. And I have a friend of mine that's a phlebotomist, and then, every time you give blood or have to do a blood sample, they put that little gauze on you. They make the best wipes in the world.
So is that wire brush damaging it all to the barrel? I could hear it going through.
Now, So it's copper wire. That's a great question. It uses copper wire on it, and the copper, all it does is clean. It does not hurt the inside of the barrel. It's a great question. I'll give a little light spray on this, and then once again, go through my barrel, give it that last little touch of lubricant, and come out, presto, and we're clean. Same situation goes for the revolver. The only difference is, besides cleaning the barrel, we need to clean the drum. We need to clean each and every one of these. They don't take as much clean, but the bullet physically sits inside here when it's fired, so it does get dirty as well.
Now you would walk through the same process for both the barrel and the drum?
I'll do wire brush for everything, then I'll switch to the mop, and then I go to the last with the little cotton swab. It's very, very simple. The last thing that I will do is I will give a little squirt into the action of the gun, and if it's really dirty, I'll take an old toothbrush. Always save your toothbrushes, they're great for cleaning, and I'll give that a little quick clean and then a wipe with a rag.
Can you point out what you're calling the action?
Okay, so this is what is actually the trigger group. This is what makes the gun fire. And you can see, you can't see much of it because there's just a few pieces to it, but it's basically this one and this one that are spring loaded, and you see how I can move that one forward and give it some lubrication and cleanliness. Same thing on the revolver. I would actually pull the hammer back, give a squirt in there, clean anywhere I felt necessary, and then wipe it down. Pretty simple, isn't it?
That's great information and necessary information.
Necessary information. You know, if you keep it clean, it's not going to let you down. When you need it, it'll be ready to go for you. Now, some people will ask me, well, how often do you clean your gun? And I shoot a shotgun competitively. I may shoot 400, 500, 600 rounds before I'll clean it. And when I do clean it, I'll make sure the action's clean. I'll make sure that the barrels are clean. I'll make sure that it's very well lubricant. All the lugs are lubricated on it. Then I will do about every 4 to 5 months, I give it a very healthy cleaning. And then I send it off and have an annual done every year because I fire a tremendous amount of rounds. I'll fire in excess of 7,000 to 8,000 rounds.
Wow.
So I send it back to the manufacturer to have them go through it, and they do a cleaning and check all the parts and completely pull it apart.
So is there a downside to over-cleaning, or can you over-clean your gun?
No, it's a great question again. You can't over-clean it, but what you can is over-lubricate it. And you tend to get too much lubrication on it, and then your grips are now oily, so you can't hold on to it well. The outside of it becomes oily, and you'll smell it. That's why I like good old Safari Charlie. It smells like oranges.
Would you use this all-purpose cleaner for the exterior of any of the guns?
Absolutely. You can wipe down the exterior too, because it does clean as well as lubricant.
Can the solvent or any of the cleaning materials used affect those accessories, or for instance, holster?
You know, that's a good question. So I don't think that it would help them or hurt them so much, especially when we're talking about a material such as the Kydex or carbon fiber. It's very, very durable. It's not going to get compromised by it. But one thing you need to think about, like if you're using a Concealment Express concealment holster, you're going to wear it on you, so I don't want to keep it lubricated up or have a lot of solvent on it when I'm taking it in and off of my clothes.
Well, I hope that was as informative for you as it was for me. We look forward to seeing you guys next episode.